Okay, hi everybody. I'm sorry you can't see me. I'm going to make something today called Klondike Muffins. It's a very old recipe. The main ingredient is bran and dates, among other things. Listen, if I don't like bran, I'm not a big fan of it. The bran muffins you buy in the grocery store, they taste like cardboard and they have no flavor. These are just a very old recipe. They use whole bran. Two kinds of whole bran. They use they're not overly sweet, but they're sweet enough. There's lots of moisture. They really are amazing muffins. So I'm going to show you how to make them today. I've done one thing first. The all bran, which is the wormy like things, they have to be set in 2 cups of boiling water, which I've already done, so they're pretty moist. Still pretty hot. I just boiled 2 cups of water in the microwave and dumped the bran in. As you can see, these are the 2 biggest of my set of mixing bowls. But for the purpose of this recipe, I have my monster bowl, okay? Because sometimes this bowl gets so full, I can't even mix it. So that's what I'm mixing in today. First we are going to cream the sugar and the shortening. So 2 cups of white sugar, 1.5 cups of shortening, pre-measured. Here we go. Here's the shortening. Don't mind the noise. Actually, I'm going to pause while I do this, okay? Hi. The only thing about creaming the shortening and the sugar in a big bowl like this is that the sugar wants to go all over the place. It's really better in a smaller bowl and then dump it into a big one. But anyway, so that's done. Good enough for now. So pour boiling water over all bran and let stand until cool. We've done that. Still pretty hot. Cream sugar and shortening together. We've done that. Add eggs and buttermilk. Now the buttermilk is something I forgot to pre-measure. So calls for 4 eggs. So let's add those. Uno, dos, tres, cuatros. Keep an eye out for shells. Let's get that out of the way. Quick wash my hands. I'm going to blend these. Now I'm working on top of the stove because I will not be cooking these today. They have to set overnight, but 12 hours is fine. I made the mistake one time of baking them right away and they just didn't have any flavor. But when they set overnight and you bake them the next day, they're fantastic. And they will keep in the fridge for up to 2 weeks. So anyway, I have to add 5 cups of buttermilk. Let's give this a bit of a shake. So this is a 2 cup. 2. Now the other thing I use buttermilk for is my buttermilk fudge, which I made the video of the other day. I need to put in both recipes. Cup number 5. I don't think I need this, but I'll set it aside. You know what? Maybe I'll whisk this. I'm not good at editing videos, so I really just try to pause and resume. Hope everybody's okay with that, because that's just the way it is. Right, so we have sugar and shortening creamed together. We've added 4 eggs, 5 cups of buttermilk. Add the all bran mixture. Now, this may be still a little warm, but hopefully it doesn't make the milk curdle. If it does, it really isn't anything to worry about. But my suggestion, maybe give it an hour to cool down, or set it outside. Mix that. Let's use my whisk. I haven't made this in a couple of years because for the last 2 or 3 years we tried to sell our house 2 summers ago, and we repainted all the main floor and pulled out the old carpet and fixed up stuff, redid the kitchen counters. The house didn't sell. I think part of it was the agent, and part of it was the basement was old and needed to be redone. So when the house didn't sell the first time, we redid the basement. So anyway, the house sold and we moved to a bigger house. Okay, 4 cups of bran buds. Oh, you know what? I normally would mix the baking soda in the flour, but I have the flour in a small bowl, so I'm just going to mix it in the liquid. Because the main thing is that it gets mixed well. So, next step, add the bran mixture. We did that. These are the bran buds. And you need 4 cups. Actually, put this over here. So we're going to mix. Oops. See how full the bowl's getting already? And I still haven't even added the dates and the flour. So here's what you're going to do. This is 6 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm just going to add maybe in thirds, and the last third I will end up hand mixing. I forgot that what I normally do is I add the flour before I add the bran buds, because the bran buds are hard because they haven't had opportunity to soak into the mixture yet. Okay, I'm going to take off my ring and I'm going to scrub up to my elbows like I'm going in for surgery. I'm going to get a clean towel. Like I said, I'm really not a big fan of bran, but I do like this recipe because there's lots of moisture, so it's not dry. The sugar plus the natural sugar from the dates make it plenty sweet. So, alright, next step, last little bit of the flour. I'll whisk part of it and then I'll hand mix the rest. Alright, it's getting too thick. We're going in. I used to work at it was a deli. We had it was a small deli and a small restaurant. Anyway, we used to make muffin mix in these 5-gallon pails, and you could only stir it with a spoon or a paddle till, so far, because it just got to the point where it was too hard. So I made the bran mixture earlier. I made a video of us pitting the dates. I normally would buy something that is a brick. The recipe calls for 1 pound of dates. I normally would use 1.5 pounds, but my sister uses 2 pounds. So I'm going with the 2 pounds, but the thing is, this time I did not buy the brick of compacted pitted dates. We bought, these are unpitted dates, and the package was huge. And it said 1 pound, but even after we pitted them, I was like, oh my God, that's still a lot of dates. So I did what looks like 1 pound and 3/4. You know what? I got out a spoon, but honestly, that just becomes more to wash. Did start to burn in the center, so we're kind of avoiding that. But anyway, it's had ample time to cool down. So basically, you can use chopped dates, but I actually prefer to make a date sauce. The reason being, adding that water, the sugar from the dates absorbs into the water, right? So you end up like an applesauce. And then the sweetness really spreads throughout the whole batter. Okay, my arm's starting to get tired. As you can tell, if you were to use a wooden spoon, you'd be getting a workout. So, we're really looking to make sure there's no more streaks left. And you know what? There's still some chunks of dates. But the idea being that I like to make the date sauce because the sweetness spreads throughout the whole batter. Okay. Now, I'm going to transfer this to the small bowl. Oh my God, this is going to be a sight. Watch me struggle. Okay. This probably weighs about 15 pounds. Don't mind my heavy breathing. This bowl is heavy. Okay. Give me a minute while I wash my hands. Oh, there's my clean towel. All right, so my pants keep falling down. I need to scrape this. We don't waste anything. Besides, why would I let food go down the drain? And I can put it in a muffin pan instead. Alright, bowl's been scraped. It's well mixed. Dishes. So, all I do now is cover it with saran wrap. Be nice if this bowl had a lid, but it doesn't. Like I said, this is good in the fridge for up to 2 weeks. You know what? Every morning, just bring out the batter, scoop it into a muffin tin, bake a half a dozen or a dozen at a time, and there you go. You got fresh muffins every morning. All right. Thank you, everybody. And part 2 will be revealing the batter tomorrow and then baking. Okay? Bye.